Okay, so I'm stating a trigger warning on this video because of the speak of sexual content. Um, for anyone who's being abused or anything like that, if that's triggering to you. Basically, I wanted to, like, this is one of the video requests I had. I think it's a good idea. The difference between self-injury and cutting for sexual arousal. Is it the same thing? Is it different? Is like cutting for arousal, self-injury, is it the same thing? What I think is no. I researched it as much as it's hard to find information on this to on the web, and maybe because people don't want to talk about it very much, but and whatever I did find was more people's experiences than articles, the fact sheets. I was looking for facts, but it's good. I found people's information from what people would say themselves, and basically what I think is no. I don't think it's the same thing. It's like self-injury is the purpose of self-injury is to relieve emotional pain. If you're suffering, you can distract yourself, or if you're feeling nothing, you can feel something. It's about relief of emotional pain and trying to survive what you're feeling or not feeling. So it's kind of a survival thing. But then when you think about cutting for arousal, or I think I found a word was what was it? Blood play. That's when it's kind of between two people. Blood play when you're cutting each other. I don't know what I was saying. Oh yeah, okay. That it's not when you cut for arousal. I've had some people here. They described it by being aroused by the blood, whereas when you're cutting, you might like the blood, but you're not necessarily really aroused by it. It's not the same feeling, clearly. Some described it as fun, hot, kinky. So would you describe self-injury, cutting yourself, burning yourself out of emotional pain as fun, hot, and kinky? I don't think so. I really don't think so. Someone else described cutting during masturbation can be loving, kind, gentle, beautiful, and sweet. So being aroused and feeling like the emotions are loving, kind, gentle, beautiful, and sweet, that's not self-injury. That's not at all the feelings of self-hate or anything loathing about ourselves, anything pain about ourselves. It's not pain, it's sexual feelings, which is something normal, but it's not self-injury. Although one person described, he tried to show the similarities between self-injury and cutting and cutting for arousal. He said that, they're both about control. Like if you cut yourself, it's for control, and if you're cutting someone or if you're cutting yourself, it's about control. He also said that it brought a massive high, and when you cut yourself, it brings a high because of the endorphins released in your brain, and so that's kind of a high. And he said that brings a high, but it's a different kind of a high. It's like it is a massive high on either side, but it's not the same kind of a high. So I see his point, but I really don't think that it's the same thing. I mean, I guess you guys can, write in the comments what you think. Tell me whether you think that it's the same thing, whether you think it's not the same thing. This is what I researched, this is what I found, but I'm curious to know what you say so that other people can read what you say. Hopefully that can be helpful to them. Yeah, I think that was the extent of my research. I have another video coming up that I'm probably going to make today also about whether self-injury is sex, whether it's kind of the same thing, but it's different. It's going to be about sexual abuse. So anyways, not for this video and the next video, not so much for minors, I think, but I guess even if you're a teenager, you kind of know about sex, so I don't think that it's, you guys know about sex, so Anyways, awkward video over.